Tonight's guest needs no introduction. He recently made his return to the game in the vault. Please welcome Brian Brrlacker to the show.
Thanks for having me on the show 215. It is truly an honor to be here. And hello to all of the digital tiny people out there typing like the little worker bees that they are.
Yeah, we have a pretty decent crowd right now.
Jack Clowney told me that you used to have 200 people show up to your shows. Have the people finally realized that the whole Philly shtick has run its course?
We have a lot of loyal followers that come out now, so numbers don't really matter.
Deep down, don't you feel like a failure, though? You were on top of the world, and now the only people that show up are guys like Popsicle and Litany, who only come out because they feel sorry for your downfall.
It's not like that.
You're smiling right now, but that doesn't mask your insecurities. The more people that would show up to your shows, the more you'd finally feel accepted for the first time in your life. Now you're an empty shell of a person, and the only thing that fills you are fatty foods from Wawa.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I'd imagine after your shows, you probably sit in the dark, listening to that Sarah McLachlan song from the dog commercials, sobbing, wishing you could return to the good times. But you know deep down you'll never return to those good times.
They're just a distant memory.
Anyway, I believe you have some questions for me. Softball questions that I'll answer honestly, while you smile and nod as you wish in this moment that you could be me, adored and celebrated by the people.
Yeah, I guess. How'd you first hook up with EA?
I was at a house party, people watching, as I typically do. There I met Lightning Lotus. He was rambling on about something inconsequential. Before I had a chance to smother him with an Afghan pillow, he put me in contact with EA, and they had an opening for their large, hairy football player.
Did you have to audition or anything?
They took me to Universal Studios to gauge the public's reaction. There, when a security guard saw me, he lost all control of his bowels and pepper sprayed himself to avoid seeing me. In that moment, they realized I was right for the role.
What was the process to get you in the game?
They attached sensors to me to motion capture my behaviors. This was nothing new. Prior to escaping a Siberian scientific laboratory in 2019, the scientists, as they called themselves, had used similar processes in their inhumane experiments on me.
How's being in the game changed your life?
I've become the spokesperson for Hertz Car Rental. I cannot fit in their cars, nor am I permitted to drive in any state other than New Jersey due to my documented rage blackouts. But they're attempting to gain large, hairy monster market share from Enterprise.
That's great. So, what's next for you?
I would like to work for the Department of Government Efficiency for no other reason than to eliminate the X-Files. Mulder and Scully have become a thorn in my side. Elon, call me.
That's it? You just want a government job?
Prior to this role, I've saved hostages on Alcatraz, thwarted a prison break on a plane, swapped faces with John Travolta, and stolen the Declaration of Independence. There's not much more to do that I haven't already done.
Wait a second. Are you Nicolas Cage?
Yes, 215, I am really Brian Brrlacker, one of the hundreds of roles I was born to play. I should be surprised that it took you this long to realize it was me, but this is on brand with your dumb Philadelphian act.
Well, any final thoughts?
I hope that when you inevitably die alone that you're watching Peggy Sue Got Married so that my face is the last thing you see. Thank you again for having me on the show 215. If your show isn't canceled by next October, I'd love to come back.
That's great. That was Brian Brrlacker and Nicolas Cage. Let's head back over to the live studio.